In my noble quest into the Inferno to analyze everything that makes the Fire Force anime so cool, I must take a detour from carefully researching cute cat girls, for purely scientific and philosophical reasons of course, and set out on a journey to the land of Camelot to discover the wielder of the Plasma Excalibur, Arthur Boyle. Guys, seriously, the cat girl analysis on Tamaki is coming, okay? I promise. I've just been drowning in research. Before we can dive into the philosophy of what makes Arthur Boyle such a noble fire soldier, my bad, the Night King, we must first understand his relationship with Shinra and the rest of the crew. Also, there will be some slight manga spoilers later on in the meat and potatoes of this video, but they will only focus on Arthur and his backstory, and I'll of course be chivalrous and warn thou fair ladies and noble gents when the time be upon us. Arthur is first introduced as rather the arrogant and pretentious jerk. I'll make this my castle. Dude, you've been here for a day. And while treating everyone at the round table equally is a noble pursuit, it's pretty easy to see why it rubs his superiors and Shinra the wrong way. Arthur and Shinra have been frenemies since the Fire Soldier Training Academy and have always disagreed on which is better, a hero or a knight. Also, Arthur just calls him devil every chance he gets, so I'm sure that's really got Shinra heated. But the real reason Shinra ain't so fond of this knight, it ain't about being a devil or hero, it's much simpler. Arthur gets all the whammon in the kingdom. Yeah, I'd be pretty jealous of this chevalier too. I guess ladies really do love man buns. Or perhaps it's Arthur's firm sword that does the trick. Regardless of princesses loving a man in armor who can lance a lot, squabbling about which is better between a hero or knight is no way to act chivalrous, especially in front of dear sister Iris. But maybe there's a deeper, more philosophical reason why Arthur can't easily abandon the idea of being a noble knight. When pretending to be a knight, Sir Arthur's strength increases. The bigger his delusion of gallantry becomes, the hotter and more intense his firepower becomes. One would certainly need to truly believe they are a knight in order to wield a sword without a blade. Make no mistake, this plasma wielder is the real deal, so much so that when Maki actually disperses Shinra's flames, Arthur's legendary lightsaber holds strong. In the first episode, Captain Obi had to use quite the device to extinguish an inferno, and Shinra had to use a tremendous amount of firepower in those feet when laying to rest the factory infernal. But for our skilled swordsman, all it took was but one mighty joust with his plasma blade to return the inferno to the great flame of fire. This raw strength combined with the unlimited potential of Arthur's own imagination, which is certainly creative, means his power is virtually unlimited. But that's not the only reason he is strong. There is a way more important and totally not sarcastic reason why Arthur is basically OP and single-handedly brings up the quality of this anime. As we all know, isekai anime is the best type of anime. Nothing is better in storytelling than having your main character transported to an alternate world, having all the whammon they desire, and being so OP that they don't have to struggle for anything. Conflict? Psh, who cares about that? In fact, you know that if it wasn't for Sister Iris and Maki being so devoted to their work, Arthur would already have them in his own harem by now. Them and Tamaki. Dude's got chivalrous game. He doesn't even wear protection when he's with the ladies, fighting fires and infernals. A fire hat? Nah fam, I'ma just wear a hood. Arthur alone makes Fire Force a bearable anime. I mean, come on guys. Without him being the chosen wielder of Excalibur, and his noble pretending to give us an alternate, better world of knights, dragons, and princesses, the show would clearly just be hot garbage. It'd be a dumpster fire. It's not like it can actually stand on its own. At this point, learning about Arthur's absolute OP-ness, his unrivaled strength and power, you might be wondering, why doesn't Arthur just charm his way to the top, become the #1 fire soldier, and where's the philosophy, truth hero? Well, Arthur is certainly chivalrous, powerful, and brave like any capable knight should be. That is, until this facade of being this brave warrior breaks down. For all you knaves and peasants that are anime only, now would be a good time to leave the castle. but feel free to come back for the royal banquet at the timestamp shown on the screen. And if you'd like to stay anyway, no major plot details will be spoiled. While he may appear like a formidable knight, behind that armor are deep psychological reasons why Arthur is playing a dangerous game of pretend, and why faking it till you make it doesn't always work. Putting on a happy face and an external facade is something that Fire Force explores very well, and Arthur Boyle is no different. Just as his imagination gives him limitless power, the opposite is also true, and when his delusions are challenged, Arthur becomes nothing more than a boy playing soldier. In multiple situations, Arthur has lost the security of his imagination and has become incapable in battle with the Special Fire Force. One notable example is when he defeated an entire illusion army of the Whiteclads, yet when his belief in his mighty steed was shattered and he realized it was just a metal puppet, he lost all his knightly resolve, proving there is no substitute for training to become stronger. For Sir Make-Believe, the only noble thing about him are his beginnings, as Arthur grew up poor, always moving around with his good-for-nothing parents, who later abandoned him. Before ditching their child, however, they always told Arthur to imagine any poor place they stayed in as if it were a castle. And ever since then, your pretend prince has always been on his own, searching for his castle and his kingdom, and pretending he wasn't just another peasant. The fact that Arthur's entire obsession with knights was just to escape his reality and hang on the final words of his father is heartbreaking, and will test him as a character in the future. Will Arthur find true strength and resolve, or will he be a slave to his past, always trying to prove his worth to the world as a lowly squire? Saying something arrogant like, "I'll make this my castle," hits me right in the weeaboo feels, fam. Because it's not that Arthur wants to rule as a tyrant king in an ivory tower, but on the contrary, he's just looking for a home, and somewhere to truly belong. It's not that he disrespects his superiors when being casual with Obi and Hinawa, but rather has never had people stick around for too long in his life, and just wants genuine friends he can trust, ones that won't leave him behind. It's not even that Arthur is intentionally mean to Shinra when he calls him a devil. He just always wanted someone to have fun with. Nah, he's probably just being a jerk. While Arthur does technically break his own code of chivalry with the rules of always obeying your lord, or those in authority, and eschewing meanness and deceit, he upholds a lot of other values of being a knight, such as giving respect to all the fair maidens, fighting for the welfare of all, and protecting the weak. Actually, he kinda forgot about chivalry when he wasn't bowing down to Princess Maki. Guess you can't expect every whammon to be a damsel in distress, as Maki swiftly puts him in his place. She could subjugate me any day. Plasma Excalibur? More like Exputterbur. I guess Arthur can't always get it up. Although on the other hand, it would be a knight's duty to slay an ogre, so it's a real toss-up here. However powerful Arthur becomes, his pretending never lets him fully embody a knight. As Shinra notes, homeboy mad stupid. Just like his facade, he's all smooth-talking charm and no substance. If Arthur is truly to be a knight and save people from the fires of death, he's going to have to find a way to turn his fantasy and facade into a reality. Otherwise, his pretending will get in the way of his duty as a fire soldier. So caught up in pretending to be a knight, and so proud of wielding Excalibur, he forgets the commoners aren't used to the battlefield, aren't used to seeing and even imagining people that are proud of their work, when their work is murder. Not a very chivalrous move, my dude, and one that he's quickly reprimanded for by his captain and lord. Obsessed with their goals of being a knight and being a hero, Arthur and Shinra momentarily forget what their mission actually is. It's like Captain Obi said to Shinra in the beginning, it's fine to be a hero, but we're a team first, and this includes being one with the people and families you are trying to help, not letting your powers go to your head. It's fine to pretend you are a knight and uphold these standards of chivalry, even when they are ridiculous, so long as you also make sure you're a good person and always put your true mission and quest first. And pay attention to all the codes of chivalry. And this is why I'm so glad that Arthur is the one to lay this infernal to rest. He recognizes his mistakes and redeems himself with quick, selfless thinking. He knows the man is in pain, and the chivalrous thing to do is put him out of his misery. He upholds the knightly virtue of mercy and completes his mission. I think Arthur is in the right hands. He may still pretend he's a knight, but his friends and fellow soldiers in battle will keep him standing tall. Or just indulge his fantasy. So long as Arthur doesn't lose sight of his true quest, I'm sure he'll become a wonderful fire soldier and an invaluable member of Company 8. As always, thanks for watching. How do you feel about Arthur? Is he a pretentious jerkface, or is there more to Mr. Man-Bun than meets the eye? Let me know down below in the comments. Also, while you're down there, let me know what Fire Force content you want to see next. And yeah, I'm working on the cat girl analysis of Tamaki. Patience is part of chivalry, you know. Until next time, may your souls rest easy. Laton.